Yo, what's up, Lego builders? Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios for another building stream. We took a little break from working on Jabiim live last week as I had to decal those clones, but we're back. Time to do some more work. In fact, this week we are going to be working, or I don't know why I always say we, I guess because you guys are here with me. I'm going to be working on some rock work, trying to get this area over here finished up. Anyways, welcome everyone in. See who's here hanging out today. Whoops. Whoops. All right, we got a lot of people. We got Golden Nuggy, Ethan Braun, Landon Fortner, Mando811, Lil Feifei Brix, Mr. Reaper, Visla Brix, Commander Sukoyami, Asymmetry, Tantrum Brix, Wyron 147th, Scott Davis, Katie Brick Studios, Commander Wolf, Gary, and Leonard. Welcome from Germany. Welcome, man. Happy to have you. Hope you're doing well. So, as a way of a little of announcement, if you are part of the Patreon, make sure to check out the post I made today. I'm doing a giveaway right now on my Patreon, and I just gave you guys the options for the different sets that are available for you to pick from, and I need you to vote because the winning set will be the one I do for the giveaway. If you're not part of the Patreon and you want to join, now is your one of your last chances to get in on this giveaway. Right now, the leader is the 20th anniversary Stormtrooper Battle Pack. So yeah, if you want to get in on that Patreon action, go for it. If not, that's fine too. Just make sure you vote. All right, I just forgot I need some filler plate. Thank goodness for Umbara. That finale may have flopped, but I'm so glad for all of these black pieces. They make for great filler. David Davidson, welcome. Rhino Cheese, First Man Productions, Neo After, Lego Tank. Ooh, we got a lot of people in the chat. This is awesome. And Nolark, dude. Nolark in the house. I was just telling the Patreon members, make sure to go check out my post on Patreon because I am doing the giveaway. And I need you guys to vote on which set you want me to give away. Anyways, I have some stuff I want to talk about today. Big news in the LEGO community. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw, but LEGO changed the release date from the ATTE Walker from August 1st to coming soon, aka it's not coming out on August 1st. What do you guys think about that? Like, is that a big deal? Does that bother you? Does it make sense? Does it not make sense? Interested to know what you guys think, what your guys' thoughts are. I would say it's a pretty big deal. It's a big deal. So this is the busted section. Oh, this is in the way. You can't even see me. Can't even see what I'm doing. So right now I'm repairing the broken section and trying to redo it. There. That should be a decent angle for you guys to see what's going on. What makes LEGO think they can change these things and never tell me? That's what I don't get. Like, it's one thing if you got to change the date, so be it. Like, it's your product, you know, your thing. Do it when you're ready. But like, you should probably let people know that it's happening. You know, the only reason we knew is because people were looking at it on Lego.com and saw it changed. So. Only in America. That's also true. That's also interesting. I know, I need the ATTE now. I seem to be a dissenting opinion on the vote. Why? What did you vote for, Nolark? You don't want the 20th anniversary dropship? What do you think about Russians? I think Russians are cool. I like Russians. So, like, you mean the people? There's nothing wrong with them. There we go. Yo, Life Bricks, what's up, Tyler? Dude, Jakku is coming along great. It'll be done before we know it. Speaking of Jakku, how's the Naboo reboot coming along there, Tyler? Hey, Coconut, sorry it's been a bit since I watched one of your streams. It's all good, man. Life gets busy, I get it. The build looks crazy, thank you. Hopefully that's a good thing. Do you like Lego architecture? Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. Slipstream, what's up, man? The Mech Master is in the house. How you doing? How do you think I should start making MOCs? With Legos? I don't know. What do you mean by that question? How do you think I should start? Just however you want to. Holiday 369 and Scion Airsoft, welcome to the stream, as well as Ozo Selmer. Whew, got a lot of people in the chat. I just started making MOCs and don't know what my next mom should be. Can't go wrong with a Naboo MOC. Not sure if I should start that big with my comeback, debating between Malistar, Teth, Reloff, or Christophsis. Makes sense. I would go, my vote would be Christophsis. I know there's a lot of hype around that place. People keep asking me to do it, so I think you'd pull in some good viewership. People would be excited to see that. I'd like to do Christophsis someday. Just something to use up a bunch of droids and a bunch of P1 glide. There you go, dude. Christophsis it is. Just kidding. Bacon, what's up, man? Oh, I'm doing good. You're too kind. No, man. Putting credit where credit is due. Ideally, I'd make a sand red Malister, but sand red is not an easy color. Yeah, that does... Whew, I don't know that I own any sand red, so I can imagine that would be a tough color to collect. Will you ever make having 4 MOC? I don't know what having 4 is. Having 4 what? Let's turn up the brightness a little bit. There we go. 51 viewers in the first 10 minutes. You've grown so much. I know, it's awesome. I can't remember. I think it was a couple Saturdays ago. I had like 90-something people in the chat at one point. It was wild. It was lit. As the youth say, it was lit. That's not gonna work. Yo, Life Bricks with the first dono of the stream. He says, "Here's $2 to buy your first sand red part." That'll get me one 1x1 stud, right? Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I'll use that on some light bluish gray plate, since I need about 1.5 million for Coruscant. Wish someone would have told me, get ready, Coconut. Get ready for all the Get ready for all the plate you're gonna have to buy. 'Cause it's a lot. What's up, TJ Collects? Welcome. Where do you buy your Lego pieces from? I buy mine from Bricklink. I almost said Utapau. I was thinking, I don't know what happened there. Definitely not Utapau. Bricklink. Bricklink all day, every day. Bricklink is probably the most visited, my most visited store besides like the grocery store. I mean, Bricklink is basically like the grocery store, but for MOCs. Oh, another dono. Katie Brix says, how much to become a MOC Easter egg? You mean like a sig fig and a MOC? Is that what you're talking about, Katie? Because you are a Patreon, so you already get a sig fig in my MOC. You're already there. You're already there, my man. You've done it. Now I have 1% equity in Coruscant. When you make 100,000, I'll get $10 back. Forever the businessman. Any sellers to recommend? It just depends on what parts. Every store is different depending on what parts you're looking for, what parts you need. Like that's really all the stores are good. It just depends on what you need. It's a little too bright. There we go. Whew. Oh yeah, there we go. I would recommend Indie Brick Den as well. Check him out. He's a good guy, good seller. Quality parts. I forgot, my bad, Tyler. We have a Bricklink seller in our midst. I mean, if you want your stuff to get shipped super fast, Tyler's your guy. Because Lego is delicious. Oh yeah, that's right. Hey Coconut, can we take a minute to talk about your most recent death scenes video? The 4-minute. Can we take a minute to talk about your most recent death scenes video, the 4-minute? Are you talking about the one that I built in 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and an hour? Yeah, we can talk about it. What did you want to talk about? Why 99 isn't in it? There are a lot of people like, why didn't I include 99? Do you guys want to know the answer? Because I forgot about 99. That's straight up. I mean, I forgot. Just forgot. Have you made any Order 66 scenes yet? I don't think I have. But I'm going to. I've got one in the works. Actually, I'd forgotten about it till you said something, so thank you. SW Vaughn, welcome. How you doing? Next day shipping and beautifully packed with care. I blow a kiss on every package. Dang. Made with love. The one with all the clone death scenes, Coconut, my one question is that why did you choose Keely over 99? Okay, here's the thing though, 147th. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this is based off my opinion. So how could you tell me that 99's is objectively sadder? Those were just like, I probably would have included 99 in there. I probably would have swapped him out for Thorn. I thought Captain Keely's death was sad. I did. Like, the dude straight up just gave his life for those Twi'leks, you know? Like, yeah, 99's was sad, but he got the glory, he got the recognition. Did Keely? Keely died out in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. Unbelievable Coconut. At least you started the build saying after I wiped my tears and finished crying. Figured you guys would like that. Sad stuff. Don't worry. There is a video coming out with 99. I'm going to do justice to 99. So don't you guys worry. Don't you fret. I've got a video coming out just for 99. I actually bought a custom 99 today. Custom minifigure. So, hope you guys enjoy the video because the minifigure cost me freaking $30. So, better be worth it. what's going on here. Got some issues. I don't know what they are. Do you have in your country Lego 40558? I'm not sure what that is. Does it have a name? 99 be like, I'm gonna just run down this opening, this narrow hallway, marking myself as an easy target. Exactly. Like, yeah, it was sad, but I mean, if he had just stayed undercover, like, he probably would have been alive, you know? Like, he just decided to just, even when they're like, hey, no, don't run, don't do that, he's just like, oh, and just goes hobbling off, and he gets shot. It's sad, but I mean, what do you expect to happen, you know? When you run into fire like that. Thought he was invincible. He ended up paying the price. Hey, DMK MOCs. What's up, man? How you doing? How's life treating you? Oh, the clone pack. So we do have some occasionally, but they typically go out of stock pretty fast. So as of right now, I don't think there aren't any at my local Lego toy store. There's none there. There's none on the website. There might be some in some stores somewhere, but nowhere near me, unfortunately. Because I would like to get some more. Those clone packs are hard to find. TJ collects, never said, it wasn't an opinion. Hey, Coconut, you should add a zip line from the clone, like the Kashyyyk MOC and the Utapau MOC. Kashyyyk MOC? Utapau MOC? There was no zip line in the Utapau MOC. Life is good. Just got done editing. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Finishing up the grind. I like it. Is SW Vaughn out of here? Thanks for, I don't know if you left already. Sorry, I just saw that. Thanks for joining though. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. What's up, Mateo? Welcome to the stream. I'm just working on some rock work here. Trying to get this little area all finished up. Looking good. I have a decent amount of clone packs, maybe picking up some for my birthday. How many you got? Commander Colt. Ooh, that sounds familiar, but I can't put a face to the name. What's Commander Colt's story? I don't remember. Whoa, KD Bricks, sorry, man. I missed your dono. Coconut getting close to 20k subs. Let's go. Thank you, KD. Dude, been going hard with the donos, man. I appreciate it. Make sure to save some of that money for yourself. When you get that, so you can get that ATTE. Speaking of 20k, I guess I should probably talk about like giveaways and stuff. So my next giveaway on the channel is going to be for 25 subscribers because that's my goal that I wanted to hit for the year. So there won't be anything too crazy for 20,000. I mean, I'm going to be super excited, obviously. But like as far as like giveaways or stuff goes, I'm going to be saving it for 25. Tyler, you should 100% get KFC. Dude, I love KFC. Makes me sick though, so I don't eat it too often. Makes me ill. Raising Canes. Dude, there's two Raising Canes where I live, and one of them is just always ridiculously busy. Like, we're talking like a half an hour to hour wait in the drive-through line sometimes. Like the drive-through lines out into the street, it's ludicrous. Like I've been wanting to take my wife there because I really like it and she's never had it, so I wanted her to try it, and just we can never go because it's too crowded. It's crazy. Popeyes is good, yeah. Today Lego left my country. Oh, that's sad. Sorry to hear that. What's up, Conflict? How you doing, man? Welcome. Just got a job at Chick-fil-A, so I'll be getting that. Dude, congratulations to Katie Brick Studios. He scored a job. That's awesome, dude. Now you can pull in some real money, some serious Lego money. Are we going to start to see $400, $500 haul videos on the channel now? Gotta pull a Tyler. $5,000 haul video. Speaking of that, I'm still waiting to see when you get that Imperial, that UCS Imperial shuttle, Tyler. It's only getting more expensive. The one fast food spot I can't do anymore is Burger King. Really, I could go for a Whopper every so often. I like a Whopper. I was really craving fried chicken the other day. Even posted about it on Discord. Fried chicken's good. I get sick when I eat it though. I don't think I've ever heard of Raising Cane's. Really? Where are you at? Like generally in the States? Like are you Midwest, West, South, North, East, West? Because that would probably explain why, depending on like where you're at. Because I hadn't heard of it either until I moved to Louisiana. That's where I first heard of it. My eyes were opened. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. I live in Wisconsin. Okay, so you probably know about Culver's then, right? I hope this job will really help grow my channel. I mean, it'll definitely help you fund some good stuff for sure. Bro, we better have popcorn chicken or chicken tenders tonight. I'm having chicken and broccoli. So, not exactly KFC, but you know, I'm trying to eat healthy. Trying to lose a little bit of weight. Culver's is fire, dude. Culver's is one of my all-time favorite restaurants. I work at a restaurant though. There's 120 locations. I bet most of you guys have never heard of it. Pizza Ranch. I've never heard of it, but it sounds like a place I would love because I'm a pizza addict. I love pizza. Rebel King, what's up? How you doing, man? We have so many people in the chat. This is ridiculous. Did I see a hello from France? John Kroll, welcome to the stream. Welcome. How's life treating you? What would be a good mock? I'd say Naboo. Wendy's $5 biggie bag smacks. Ew, Wendy's, dude. Might as well go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal at that point. Gross. Wendy's. I'm just kidding. Wendy's isn't bad. It's just, I feel like Wendy's is kind of overpriced. And their stuff, I don't know, their stuff doesn't, it's not worth the price for me. Although their Frosties are really good. And my wife said that they actually just started making a strawberry Frosty. Can anyone confirm that? Or is that just rumor? Sounds good though. Strawberry Frosty. Sure, this is a Wendy's. Classic meme. Pizza Ranch is an all-you-can-eat. It's a pizza buffet. We have something similar to that. I have a Culver's next to me, but I've never been to it. Scott, my man, your eyes will be opened. Culver's is fire. Delicious burger. Delicious concrete mixer. The cheese curds are amazing. Onion rings. It's all there. It's the complete package when it comes to fast food. It's not crazy expensive either. It's not like McDonald's gourmet burger menu. It's ridiculous for a McDonald's gourmet burger. Yeah, they're delicious. Oh, strawberry. All right. Gonna have to try that. It's been confirmed. Oh, they removed the vanilla Frosty? So we got the strawberry, but it came at the price of the vanilla. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can support that now. Dang it. I love the vanilla one. The vanilla one was way better than the chocolate one, in my opinion. Man, that's unfortunate. What about Runza? I've never heard of that before. What kind of restaurant is that? ATTE hype game, where are you at? You're in the right place. You're in the right place, even though unfortunately it is going to be delayed. That was a sad day when I found that out. Actually, to be honest, guys, I'm not terribly put out about it because it'll give my wallet a chance to recover. These MOCs aren't cheap. So I'm disappointed, but at the same time I'm like, well, we're just kind of delaying the inevitable at this point, so it's coming. I was mostly just mad that there's zero explanation as to what's going on. Because I feel like, you know, you deserve an explanation at least. Is that too much to ask? See, Soup Can, what's up? How you doing? Wow, we got a lot of people, a lot of old timers in the chat. A lot of new faces. I love it. Man, I'm running low on slopes. Sounds kind of sus. You don't like deep fried cheese, Scott? Come on. Dairy Queen is the best Blizzard. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I'd still have to go with Culver's though. Although if you're talking about specifically Blizzard, like yeah, definitely. Dairy Queen makes a mean Blizzard. Mrs. Coconut was praying to the Lego God to delay the release. She's like, I know the ATTE is coming out, but I really need these new shoes. And we're not going to have money for both, so... Oreo cheesecake Dairy Queen Blizzard is the greatest fast food creation. Whoa, wait, what is that? Oreo cheesecake, dude. Tyler, come on, man. I've got to try it at that point. That sounds amazing. Oreo cheesecake? Oh man, that sounds so good. Freddy's has better cheese curd. I've never heard of Freddy's before. I'm working on something related to the 501st Battle Pack. I added all the money I spent on the sets. Yeah, now I spent too much. On the 501st Battle Packs. I bet those add up. Nolark says, that was the same with me. I got the ATTE or I get boots. I want the boots more. There you go. Maybe it was Nolark then. Nolark was like, oh, come on. Can't afford both. Please let me have the boots. I get it though. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get the boots. Gotta secure the drip. How come it took till 2021 for a 1x5 piece? I don't know. Lego was busy making other stuff. Honestly, I don't know that I really needed need a 1x5 piece ever. I'm sure I'll use them if I ever get them, but I prefer to work in even numbers. Alright, I need some dark tan plate. Dang it. I'm not going to be able to eat for the rest of this year because of something called Clone Army Customs. Dude, don't waste your money on Clone Army Customs. What are you doing, man? I've come to see the Drippy Clone Boys. You're in the right place. No worries, amazing brick builds. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. 2022 2/12 printing was rushed. That's what I've heard. Hear me out. A king-size ultra Krabby Supreme with the works double batter fried on the stick with mayonnaise. Gross. Sorry, I just had to shoot off a text real quick. Yeah, CAC steals all my money. No, dude, you gotta go with decals. Never had a cheese cap or a smoothie. Apparently it's the nastiest. That sounds really gross. I don't know what a cheese cap is, but thoughts on Subway? Subway can be really good and Subway can be really gross. I had a pretty bad experience at Subway that made me stop eating there for at least a year, I think. So I'm working to repair the relationship, but it was damaged pretty heavily that day. Where do you recommend to get helmets for Space Marines if I decaled the bodies? Honestly, dude, I don't know. I don't know where you get Space Marine stuff. I haven't seen a whole lot of custom Space Marine builds. You could maybe try Instagram, like typing in Space Marine and seeing what comes up, seeing if maybe someone's done something. I have seen Space Marine stuff before. It's just seems to be pretty rare. What's a good mock for my first YouTube video? Ryloth is always a safe bet. I have $40 to spend every month, so I could buy Clone Army Customs because it's good content. Yeah, or you could save your money and get something even better. And not spend all your money. Just not a big fan of Clone Army Customs. True Sons of Mandalore says a cheese cap is basically where you top your fruit smoothie with a froth layer of salted cream cheese. What on earth? That can't be real. Yo, my man Clayton Alvey in the house, dude. What's up? We're talking about food right now. Different fast food places, ones you love, ones you hate. Talking about how Culver's is the GOAT. One of the GOATs anyways. That doesn't make sense. It can't be one of the GOATs, but it's up there for sure. I love me some Culver's. Anyways, what are you up to today, man? Guessing you're probably at work right now. Okay. Do not eat frozen White Castle cheeseburgers. I would never do that. I would never eat a frozen burger. Panda Express is good. I got really bad food poisoning the last time I ate there, so I haven't been in a while. Let me zoom this out a bit. I don't know why, but my hands always look slightly purple in the streams, and it bothers me. Because I'm not purple, but it makes me look like I am. Y'all making me so hungry. I just barely ate, so I'm stuffed. Hey, Coconut, I can't talk much today on the stream because I'm going to be doing some guitar stuff. That's all good, man. Can't go wrong with food. The Culver's by my house is pretty good. I'm just chilling at work. We had a wild morning. We had to get evacuated. Oh, was it like a fire drill or something? That can be fun. I remember when I was in college, we did a fire drill one time, and it was actually kind of fun because we got to leave the building. Just anything, you know how it is. Like any break from the norm is like, yeah. Even if it's just like a fire drill. Nobody likes Panda Express. I like it. It's not bad. It's not terrible. I'm a little hesitant. A little hesitant to eat it after the food. It was pretty rough. It hit me pretty hard. Let's just say I did not get a lot of sleep that night. That looks weird. What is going on? We'll worry about that later. Hey, Titanium J, what's up, man? How you doing? Got to go. MOC is looking mint. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Slukamai Studios. Have yourself a great day, man. This past year, my university was filled. I remember that, TJ. It seemed like every other stream you were talking about a different fire alarm. Just wanted to make sure everyone was safe, I guess. I work at an oil refinery, and one of those units was having some major problems. I've been here once, and one of the tanks that hold fuel caught on fire. Dude, that... Okay, so it wasn't a fire drill. It was legit. Dang, dude, that sounds intense. I would imagine any kind of, like, alarm at an oil refinery is probably not fun. How do you use Bricklink? You just look for the piece you want, add it to your cart, and then buy it. Also, while I've got like 64 of you in the chat, I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to you guys for watching my Coruscant updates. So as of right now, all of my Coruscant updates have either passed 10,000 views or are about to pass 10,000 views. In fact, this most recent one looks like it might hit 20,000 views. So thank you so much. Like, seriously means a huge deal when you guys watch those, because YouTube's gonna push them based on, like, the more of you regular viewers that watch my videos, the more YouTube's gonna push it to new audiences. So thank you guys. It's been so cool to see those videos grow like that. I bought a burger and a shake and the meal was 18 bucks. Holy cow. Oh yeah, dude, Five Guys is so expensive. It's gross. Like, me and my wife can spend almost as much there as we do at like an Olive Garden or something. It's crazy. And it's a burger and fries. Would you recommend decaling the whole figure or getting a printed helmet? It depends. Like, you can buy partially. Like, you can go to like Jonak Toys. He sells pre-decal. I don't remember if they're pre-decaled or they're printed bodies. So you can like get some of it. I would buy the helmets because that's the toughest part to decal. So you may want to go with that. I hope Bricklink never does a revamp of their site, even though it might be helpful. My fingers have become speedy on that site. For real, dude, it's so nostalgic. I love Bricklink's website, even if it can be annoying. On Friday, I'm going to have pizza and school day. School day? I thought school was out. School not out? That sounds fun, though. Printed bodies. Okay, yeah. That's a good option, especially for beginners. Saltgrass Steakhouse. I haven't heard of it, but it sounds good. Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, that's all right. Olive Garden's dressing is so good. It's really good. By the way, thanks for telling me about that video for decals. Helpful for sure. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, SW's got all kinds of tutorials and videos for decaling. He doesn't really decal anymore, but he was really into it for a while. Oh, you're homeschooled. No way, dude. I was homeschooled as well. And Nolark. We got a few homeschoolers in the chat. All the weird ones. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Homeschoolers aren't that weird. Just some of them. Whoa, we got ourselves 10. What is CZK? Also, bro, your profile picture is terrifying. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. Let me look that up and see what that is. Z or C. Oh, is that Czech? Is that Czech currency? No way. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No message, just the dono, but thank you. My order from Jonak Toys took about 3 months to ship. That sounds about right. I know he's got COVID right now, and he's had a lot of issues with shipping and stuff at his store, so I'm not surprised. That's a good one, Nolark. That one made me laugh. Oh, another donut. This time 50? Dude, thank you. Thank you so much. It says Czech Republic. Yes, that's awesome. That's so cool. One of the really underrated cool things about YouTube is I get to interact with people who I would never ever be able to interact with either or otherwise. Like, you know, someone from the Czech Republic. Like I don't even know if I'll ever be able to go to the Czech Republic in my life, and yet here we are. How cool is that? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Dude, DMK MOCs. Take the money, Coco. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. You guys are being super generous today. I appreciate it. Sliding out to shower. Have a good stream, bro. Appreciate it. True Sons of Mandalore. Have a good rest of your day. Stuff going on. Trying to get the height of these pillars to all. Now it's too high. What is going on? Frustrating. The only Lego minifig I'll ever want is P2 Cody. Well, you're in luck. You're gonna be one happy person come August. Something's not lining up right, guys, and it's making me angry. This MOC is about to face my wrath. What's going on here? Whatever. Wants to be a pain, then so be it. Coconut, I think it's time for the clone wall again. I should bring that back, huh? Should I bring back the clone wall, guys? My only hesitation to bring back the clone wall is people would donate without any intention of like putting their name on the clone wall. So I'm worried about like, you know, drawing someone's name who I have no idea how to get a hold of them, or if they don't show up to a stream again, you know what I mean? Like having a hard time. That's one of the reasons anyways. Just like trying to just track down people, but might be worth it just to try it out anyways. See what happens. It was fun. I enjoyed it. And I think you guys did too. We just love watching these videos. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to do this for us, for sure. Clone wall and goodbye. What an exit from Nolark. What an exit. Some of those early Clone Trooper wall streams were awesome. They were so much fun. When TBC and Michigan Bricks got into that donation war. That was epic. Hey, Arc Trooper Echo, what's up? Hey, Coconuts, it's been a long time since I watched one of your vids. What are you making? This is my Jabiim MOC. It's my series that's been going on every Thursday. Oh, see you later, Lego Tank. I thought instead of buying the $15, $3 clone fig pack, or just the 2 plain troopers and the commanders, you could use as another legion of clones. Are you talking about the clone trooper command station? Alright, there we go. That is so weird. What on earth? I just have zero explanation for that. Do you ever build something or come across an issue that you just have zero explanation or just zero ability to understand like what's going on? Because that pretty much sums up what's going on right now. I have no idea how to fix it or what's wrong. But it is what it is. We're just going to go with it, I guess. TBC funded nearly half of Cato Nemoidia, for real, dude. Or was that Utapau? Was that during Utapau? I think it might have been during Utapau. I don't think he was here for much of Cato Nemoidia. Our brother TBC was busy. Busy playing Grand Theft Auto. Oh, never gonna let that die. Okay, there we go. That's livable. I still don't know what's going on, but at least everything fits together. I remember a year and a half ago, I just made my channel and I went to one of your streams and you told people to sub to me after the stream. Oh, nice. It's awesome. I'm glad it helped. I always love to help out other channels. It's fun. Yes, use the yellow commanders as the other legion. Oh, I see what you mean. Use them as their own legion. What would I call them? The lame legion. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with those clone commanders because I prefer the old clone commander. So I bought up a bunch of those. And so I think I've got 20 of the new style of clone commander, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. There we go. That's somewhat sturdy. Sturdy enough. Which Clone Wars episode is your favorite? Ooh, that's a tough question. I'm gonna have to think about that one. It's a thinker. 327th ripoff, basically. Looking at the box of slopes in dark tan and olive green makes me want to order the same. What is your favorite Lego color? I mean, you nailed it, dude. Or you said it. Dark tan, probably. Dark tan is my favorite just because it's the most versatile. You can make so many different... I mean, look at my channel. You know, I've done 3 or 4 large-scale MOCs with dark tan. I love it. It's a really beautiful color, too. Like, green's cool. Lego makes lots of colors, but what I like about dark tan is it's a very earthy, realistic color. So you can make some really beautiful realistic looking MOC with just dark tan. That's why I like it so much. And looks like we have ourselves another donation. This time it is from SW Brick Customs. He says, "You make amazing content. I hope this can help you." Dude, that helps a lot. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Seriously, that's a big, all of it's a big help. Gotta bounce over to Brickmad's mock contest premiere. See you later, Slipstream. Tell Brickmad I say hi. Fortunately, I can't be there in person, but my coconut spirit will be there to support it. I'll watch it later. I have a little bit of surprise for you in that one, Slipstream. I might make an appearance. You'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, this could work. Trying to get my giant hands into some of these little areas can be really tough sometimes. There we go. I think I got it. Nice. Nice. Perfect. Which Lego set do you think is your favorite? I don't think I know. It is the 2013 ATTE. Best set ever, in my opinion. Best set ever. The TBC Coconut SW Trio has been long forgotten. Those were the days. Those were some good old days. I miss those days sometimes. I mean, I have a much better life now, but just the streams, the banter, the competition, it was all fun. It's all fun. Yo, Brickmad, he's here. He's got 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes to watch me build. I better make it a good 5 minutes for you. How you doing, Brickmad? Hope you're doing well. Everybody, if you have not, I would recommend checking out Brickmad Sam's stream. He actually has a mock contest that's about to go live, so check it out, enter it. I may or may not be helping out with the judging. We'll just have to see. But yeah, check it out. It would be, mock contests are a great way to improve your skills, get some feedback on your building. Like, it's all good stuff. And you know, you might even win something. It's a win-win for everyone. Even if you don't win, you still win. I just woke up. I forget I wonder what is the time difference. It's 2:54 for me right now, Sam. What time is it for you? Must be a pretty hefty time difference if you're just now getting up. What is an obscure Lego color you would like to utilize in a future build? Lavender. Lavender's a really beautiful color that I've never really gotten to fully utilize. I used it a little bit on Umbara, and it was so pretty. Such a cool color. It's a great highlight color. Just adds a beautiful pop. Whoa, Captain Soup Can. He says, feeling pretty generous today, so here you are, my guy. Also, I just thought I'd put it out. Today is my birthday. Dude, I should be giving you a present, man. Thank you so much. On your birthday, even. Well, happy birthday, Captain Soup Can. I hope it's a good one. I hope you get some good Lego. And I hope I was able to provide some good entertainment on your birthday. See you later, Katie Bricks. All good, man. Thank you for the donations. And don't forget to vote in the Patreon. Every vote matters. Where did my... let's see. It's 6:55 a.m. Oh, I didn't realize the time difference was so big. That's huge. Holy cow. What are your thoughts on the new Lego ATTE? I think it's a solid set. It's very similar to the previous one, which I don't think necessarily is a bad thing. Like, that old design was pretty dang near perfect, so I don't really think there was much to improve on. But I did kind of like how they tried to like change things up and still make it a little bit different. Not a huge fan of how the feet look. I think they look a little weird, kind of unfinished, but other than that, I think it's a solid set. Definitely excited to pick one up. Hopefully. See if I even get the chance. It's 4:56 p.m. Yeah. You're probably not too far off from my time zone because you're only 2 hours off from me, so you must be East Coast. I did vote. Oh, you did vote. Sorry. I need to go back through and check and see if the voting's done. My bad, Katie. Because I know Nolark voted. Dude, Ryan, $5 donation. Hello there. General Kenobi. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, dude, gotta bounce. See you soon. Looking sweet, man. I'll watch the replay later. Thank you. Good luck with the premiere. Hope you have good turnout. I'm excited. Excited to work with you on that. Don't forget to check out Brickmad Sam, guys, if you get the chance. $4:57 p.m. here. I'm watching the Clone Wars. Oh yeah, I was gonna say my favorite Clone Wars episode. My favorite Clone Wars episode is where Jar Jar Binks goes to that planet with Mace Windu and loses his girlfriend, so they have to go track her down from those like cultists. I'm just kidding. That's a tough one. Like, I really like the Umbara arc, obviously, like most people. But like, if I could only pick one episode, I don't know that I could pick like one favorite. Just because like they're good, but it's hard for just like one standalone to pick just one standalone episode. You know what I mean? One year I better see you at Chicago. Bring you a mock or not, you must come do it. Oh yeah, dude, I'll be there. I hope to be there. I mean, maybe I'll be there next year. Who knows? Who knows? But whether or not, I would like to bring a mock. That's the tough part, is like transporting a mock there. But I do need to go. I feel like as a Lego Star Wars mock builder, I need to go at some point, represent myself, and I want to meet everyone. Like, that's really the main reason I want to go, so I can meet all you guys. See all these people I've been hanging out with all this time. I posted a video for building a mock in 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and 1 hour. I thought your video was amazing. The mock turned out really well. What did you find to be the most challenging aspect? The most challenging aspect for me was putting the whole video together. Well, no, that sounds like that's a lame answer, because obviously, like, I would say the most challenging was like balancing, like balancing building the mock and like making the video. Does that make sense? Because I didn't just sit down and build the mocks. I had to plan them out in my head beforehand. I had to figure out, okay, is this something I can do in 10 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour? Do I have the pieces I need? Do I have the right bins out? And then when I was actually building it, you know, I had to pause, set up the time lapse, move the camera around, change positions. And so, you know, it's hard enough to build a mock, but then to also basically make a video at the same time was pretty tough. What about you? What was the most challenging aspect for you? I'm new to the channel. Welcome, Jack Foster. Newcomer on the channel. How did you find it? Did you get recommended one of my videos, I'm guessing? How far is the drive to Chicago for you? I don't know. Let's check. Chicago. Looks like it is about... What the heck? Yeah, directions. Wow, this is taking a while. Looks like it's about 21 hours and 8 minutes. So, you know, about a day. Is Rebel King out of here? See you later, Rebel King. Thanks for joining. Has the issue of the one plate not fitting been resolved? I'm actually going to talk about that in tomorrow's episode. I think that's what you're talking about. But yeah, I fixed it. I don't want to say, yeah, I have a solution for now. It may change, but for now I have a solution for it. You'll see what it is in tomorrow's update of building Jabiim. What's up, Saber Trooper? How you doing, man? What do you think are the top 3 Star Wars movies? Top 3? Phantom Menace, Rogue One, and Revenge of the Sith. I like Attack of the Clones, but if we're talking best movies, I've got to go with those 3. That's even longer for Virginia. For me, Virginia is 17 hours and Chicago is 2 hours. Oh, that's awesome. Pretty close. So you could probably just drive there. Do you need to be a Patreon to vote? Are you talking about the giveaway? If so, yes, you need to be a Patreon member because the giveaway is on my Patreon. UCS, how you doing, man? Welcome. What you been up to these days? For me, the hardest part was not focusing too much on detail. Oh yeah, for sure. That's definitely a good point because you have to be aware. Because I had to set a timer. That's how I knew like how long each one took me, and I had to really focus on like, okay, this looks good enough for me to move on. Like it may not be like the type of quality I would put in a normal mock showcase, but like, you know, this is a mock being built under a time limit, so I had to be aware of that. I agree, that's actually a good point. Being aware of when it's good enough. I wonder if I'm having issues because it seems like this wall is leaning. I wonder if that could be it. 64 people, man. That's sick. To see how far you've come. Was looking at your channel today. It was like fairs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Back-to-back videos of 15K views. Yeah, I've been doing well, and I appreciate your guys' support in making that happen. I like this channel. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it. Any new sets? I did actually. UCS Productions. Oh, you're talking to Scott. Never mind. I bought a very expensive set, but I got a really, really good deal on it. So good of a deal, I almost couldn't believe it. Like there's a little part of me that's like really excited for the package to get here so I can see if it was legit. Because I'm like, to put this into perspective, I got this set sealed. And typically this set sealed goes from like $300 to $500 sealed. I got it for less than $300. So it's from a reputable seller. I did my research, I did my homework, my investigation, and it seems to be legit. So if it is legit, you best believe I'm going to be making a video on it, showing you guys. Someone just rang my doorbell. I'll be right back. I gotta see who it is. Let's see. Coconut proceeds to make a 10-hour, 1,000-hour, and 100-hour, 1,000-hour mock challenge, and he uses Coruscant mock. I would do that. I was talking to someone in Chicago that was 5 minutes away from Brickworld. Oh, that would be awesome. You could basically just walk over at that point, right? I think I keep procrastinating on videos because I can't put out a video unless it has a certain level of quality. And I know I don't have the energy to make that level of video right now. Just been tired with work and stuff. Really want to buy the Coruscant gunship set. I saw it sealed for $270. Oh, that's another one I really want. Lego delivery. I wish. Yeah, I've got now that my channel's growing, I've got like these sources and these all these things these other YouTubers have. Now I can get sets early. I wish. I wish. I actually did get some Lego delivered on Tuesday, yesterday. What's up, 66? Is it true the new Lego ATTE is $75 in Canada? I doubt it. I don't live there, but I'm guessing no. If anything, it's probably more expensive there. Seems like their stuff tends to be more expensive than in America after because of taxes or something. Made some good progress though. It's nice and sturdy too. This MOC is actually going to be one of the first MOCs I ever display at a convention. What Lego sets do you like? Basically pretty much anything Lego Star Wars is a safe bet that I'll like it. Unless it's like a sequel set, then probably not. Who's your favorite Lego clone commander? That would have to be Commander Cody, without a doubt. But anyways, speaking, I want to talk about the convention a little bit more. So there's this convention near me, and I'm going to be taking my Acclimator and Jabiim and probably my custom Rhino Company ATTE. So those will be the first things I ever display at a convention. I'm really excited. A little bit nervous because, you know, I've never been to a convention, but I'm excited. Too bad everyone's so far away, or else you guys could come see my stuff. That's just what I heard. Yeah, it's probably not true. What does it mean if someone's name is Blue? Sorry, this is my first time on stream. That's all good, man. So if your name is Blue, that means you're one of my moderators. So you just keep an eye on the channel. You know, make sure people are behaving, making sure people are not saying things they shouldn't say. You can delete messages. Basically like little referees that help me, not little, I don't know why I called you guys little. Basically like referees that help me manage the channel. They can also post links in the chat for me. Gotta head out now. Loved being here. See you later, Soviet Turtle. Loved having you here. Your channel has grown so much in 2 years. I was your 450th sub. Wow. Yeah, that was quite a few subs ago. 450th. So that would have been, that was like what, summer of 2020 while I was working on Umbara, right? Maybe a little bit before then, kind of around that time though. Baby's first convention. How cute. Coconut, how do you plan on to remember what pieces you need when building? Oh, how do you plan? I kind of just make, I just make a mental note, really, of like, okay, I'm working and like, I need these pieces, and then I'll start a Bricklink cart with those pieces, but I don't buy it right away. So then I can go back to that Bricklink cart later when I have other pieces I need and keep adding to the list. And then sometimes I'll change Bricklink stores, you know, sometimes I'll look at other Bricklink stores, but that's kind of how it is I'll start an ongoing cart, just kind of help me remember. Because, you know, even if I don't plan on buying, the pieces at that store. I at least have them bound, and I just keep adding and adding to it. And yeah, just like when I'm building, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need more of these, more of these. The nice thing is too, I use so many of a certain color that I can, it's a pretty safe bet. Like even if I don't remember exactly, I'm like, oh, at some point I'm probably gonna need more plate or more tile or slopes or something, so then I'll get them. How do you do that? I want to be a moderator. Just come to streams, show up, get to know me. That's really it. Show that you can be responsible. Because like I'll have people ask to be moderator, but if you don't come to the streams, you know, it doesn't really make sense to make you moderator. That's how. Anyways, I rewatched your rockwork building tip vine vid like 3 times. Did it work? Was I able to help you? Coconut has baby smooth skin. Whoa, how did you know that, Bacon? No one's supposed to know that. Coconut, I'm currently uploading my 2nd episode of my mock series. Nice. Congrats, dude. How did you feel Hoth turned out? Like, are you satisfied with the result? Do you feel like you did your best work on it? Welcome back, Brickmad. How was the premiere? My sister Grace says hi. By the way, nice mock. Can't wait to see the finished result. Thank you. Appreciate it. You don't use the Bricklink want list option. So I do use the Bricklink want list option. I use that if I have a lot of a certain piece that I need. Like if I need like 100 or 200 of a piece, I'll search specifically for a store that has, you know, that many pieces. If I don't need a ton of a piece, like I don't want to take the time to like go to each piece, find it, put it into the wanted list at a quantity. It just really depends on like what the piece is. If I don't need a ton and they're pretty easy to find, I'll just keep a mental note and be like, okay, most stores have this. Or if it's a piece that is pretty rare. Like if there's a lot of a piece, if I need a lot of a piece or it's a piece that's rare, I'll use the Bricklink wanted list. Fox Plays, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I had to think about it because I was like, that's a good question. Because I know I do use it sometimes, but I'm like, why don't I use it more? So I had to think of like why exactly. What's up, Ice King? Welcome. You're cool. You're cool, man. Coconut, what do you think of the ATTE being delayed? Of course, it had to be the ATTE. Dude, it's I don't know. The ATTE being delayed, like, my issue is that, like, it just got delayed out of nowhere, and we have no idea when it's being dropped. Because, I'm gonna be on a little bit of a vacation during that time. And so I'm mad because I don't want to be constantly checking my phone while I'm on vacation to see like, oh, did the ATTE drop? Did it drop yet? You know? And so it would have been nice to know like what day exactly so I can plan around that. I'm not super mad that it's being delayed, period. Like Lego's got to delay it, so be it. You know what I mean? But that's kind of what my thought on that is. Yo, David, how you doing, man? Speaking of well, I guess we weren't talking about hitting the grind, but dude, you've been grinding out the videos. I swear, every day is a new set review. Star Wars, Castle, Harry Potter. I'm like, man, when does this guy have time for Geonosis? Working yourself to the bone. It's probably good though. Probably getting some nice interactions, I bet, from all those videos. Welcome, David. I'm just working on Jabiim, trying to put down some of this final terrain work. Well, it's not final because probably have to tear some of it up. But yeah, hope you're doing well. Let's see. I think Kato Nemoidia is the coolest MOC I've ever seen. The coolest MOC ever, huh? Well, I appreciate it. Glad you like that one. I don't know. I'm happy with Kato Nemoidia. I think I prefer my other MOCs more. I don't know. It was kind of hard to capture the true scale of Kato Nemoidia. Like, the city was a little bit smaller than I would have liked. Doesn't stop. Still 5 more reviews to go. Dude. Grind. The grind. I love it. I'm planning on buying 6 ATTEs. I mean, that would be too many. Unless you're building like a minifigure scale ATTE. Or Utapau MOC. I also don't know if you're gonna be able to get your hands on 6. It's gonna be hard to get those. I can just imagine all the stress you get, David. How long will you be streaming? A little while longer. A little while. Hope to see the Galaxy Explorer review coming from the legend himself. What is that? Is that the Buzz Lightyear set? This looks amazing. Thank you, Ambient. Appreciate it. I already read that. I'm gonna be building for the next hour if you want to guess. Dude, I would be honored. I don't know how to... This is gonna make me sound very like technologically dumb, but I don't know how to add you as a guest. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying that, but do you know? Like, do you just, like, would you just hop on like a Discord call? Is that how? I feel so dumb right now. I don't even know how to... I get the opportunity of a lifetime and I don't even know how to partake. The Galaxy Explorer is the classics. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I bet that would be one of the reviews. That would make sense, considering he's done the other stuff. Speakerphone on the Discord. Okay, yeah, let's do it, man. Let's make it happen. You can educate me on how to do it, because I've never done it before. Oops. Let's see. So I'm guessing you just start a Discord call. Get on Discord here. I don't ever use Discord, so I have no idea how it works. I do my best to educate myself with most stuff, but when it comes to Discord, I fail. Coconut, how's David not a mod? David has to earn it. No, I'm just kidding. I just, that's a good question. I guess I can make him a mod right now. There you go, David. Yeah, I'll send you an invite link on Instagram. Okay, cool. Teach me the ways of the Discord call. Running out of terrain to plate. David transcends mod status, that's right. I'm gonna go now, but I will come back for future live streams. I always thought that they were boring, but I actually like this. Well, I'm glad I was able to change your opinion on streams. They can be fun. I agree, they can be really boring sometimes, but sometimes they're fun. Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Yo, it's David, everyone.
On your speaker.
Let's see. Do I need to open this on my laptop? Because I opened it up on my phone.
I usually put next to the microphone.
Okay, I'll just put you next to my microphone. People should be able to hear you.
But I mean, this doesn't work with Discord, Instagram stuff. What do you call it? Video, audio chat.
Yeah, I remember that one time when I tried to jump on your Instagram live and it just deteriorated to chaos. Let me know, chat. Can you guys hear David okay, or do we need to try Discord? So
Yeah, I'm just listening to your stream because there's like a minute.
doesn't seem to be. I don't hear anything weird going on my end, at least.
Like I said, this is how I live stream. This is how I always did it.
Seems like the only thing is your audio cuts out. Like you'll talk, I can hear some of it, and then it cuts out.
Okay, we can try Discord.
Yeah, let's try Discord. Maybe that'll work a little bit better.
Okay.
1 second, guys. I gotta grab my charging cord. Alright, let's try this on Discord and see if we get a better result. My phone's also about to die. So I'm just going to turn the microphone to that. Let's see. Now I gotta add David on Discord, it seems. Guys get a first-hand account of me learning how to work Discord. How exciting. Okay, I just sent it. David, I don't know if you're in the chat, but there you go. Thank you, Stickman5573, with another Czech Republic donation. He says, I'm back. Welcome back, my man. How you doing? I hope that was the right Solid Brick Studios. I would imagine it is. Why is Discord such a confusing place? That's part of the reason why I didn't use it anymore, is because I kept trying to use it and I just didn't understand it. It's so confusing. Oh, here we go. Let's see if this works.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you much better now.
Yeah, Discord's real bad.
Nice. All right, chat. I'm going to set the microphone next to my phone. Let me know if you can hear David. Okay. Thanks for being patient with me. I have no idea how to use any of this. It's kind of embarrassing.
I was there not too long ago.
It's kind of embarrassing sometimes. Like you can like have a YouTube channel, but still like know so little about technology. All right. Let's see. Just realized I never sent this. Oh, sorry. Let me know, guys. Can you hear okay? I can raise them up a little bit. back. Do you plan on getting back to doing live streams at all, David? Like once you get situated?
So part of the reason that I've done it in mid is I actually want to get a Ethernet cable wired to the wall. Just get that going.
That makes sense.
I could run it on one.
Just for like a more secure connection or whatever?
Yeah.
That makes sense. It can be so frustrating. I've had so many streams. I think you've been in a couple of them that I just have to end because of bad Wi-Fi. So frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get a cable from your router to your computer, it's better.
Can you tell us what you're building right now, or is it a secret?
No, I'm actually building, I can't talk too much about it.
Right.
So, like, it's been revealed, but like, there's but the Doctor Strange modular.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you like the Marvel Legos? Like the line, the sets?
I like the cool stuff, like the what is it, the Guardian ship, the Daily Bugle, the Gauntlet, like all that more adult, but yet still Marvel.
Right.
I'm not the biggest fan of their play sets. They always do way more like, I don't know, childish.
Yeah, I agree. I think even more than Lego Star Wars sometimes, like their stuff, like I look at them like I'd have to be pretty young to like be entertained or want to put that together or want to build it.
And thankfully, there's stuff like modular, other stuff that which is
right. Well, we got some more donations. Brickmad Sam with the $3.99 and Stickman. Dude, you're going hard today on the donations. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Got a thick wallet today.
Yeah, dude. Legendary status is being unlocked right now. Holy cow. Thank you. So do you have any kind of like a loose date for when Geonosis is going to start again?
Yeah, so I mean, it was we unfortunately, like, I just got boggled down with so many sets so quickly. Like, I kid you not, there's probably like 20 that have built that idea.
I bet. Like, I knew because I watched your announcement last week where you said it was starting again, and then I started seeing all these reviews come out. I was like, man, is he really going to be able to pull off a Geonosis comeback and all these reviews? It's like, that's crazy.
I'm not that good. I wish I was. I really wish I was. I wish I could have more time. But you saw I got a puppy earlier this year, right?
You got a what?
A puppy.
Yeah, River, right?
Yes. He definitely takes up. I mean, he's a wonderful dog, but like, I don't like to build for like 8 hours straight and ignore him. I usually take pretty frequent breaks to train him, and give him playtime and all that stuff.
Oh,
be a dad.
For sure. It's probably a nice balance for you too, because I've definitely built for like 6 hours and I get up, I'm like, oh, probably shouldn't have done that. Like, it's good to get up a little bit and move around.
Oh yeah.
So is he still in that puppy phase, or is he grown out of it?
So I got him, he was about 30. Now he's about 45.
Is he house trained pretty well? Like, did you have to do that yourself, or?
No, so, like when I'm editing videos, I have this. It's called an elevated mat. It's just, think of like a dog bed. But I'm trained to stay on that while I'm editing. So I can be editing for 2-3 hours, and he's just right there behind me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He just graduated like training school actually last week.
Oh, nice. So he's all ready to go. He's ready to live life.
I might do some even more advanced training with him, but he's wonderful. I take him out with friends. We go to breweries and wineries and stuff like that, and he does a lot with other dogs. people, so very social.
That's nice. My wife wants a dog so bad, but I don't. I have a really sensitive nose, and so I'm worried that it would mess with me too much.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I wouldn't call myself a allergic cat, but I guess that's what that's I could too put it that way.
Uh-huh.
But I'm looking at other allergies, allergy shots and stuff.
And those don't have any like bad side effects or anything?
No, because all you're doing is literally taking whatever you're allergic to and like putting it in you basically and getting your body used to it.
Right, that's true. That's true. Well, I guess I can't let my wife hear that, or else then I'll have no excuse. I don't know. I like dogs. It's one thing to like, I'm sure you know this. It's like one thing to go hang out and play with and pet a dog, and it's another thing to care for a dog all day, every day.
It's I won't lie to you. It's a lot of responsibility, but the payoff is that you have fun.
So between your YouTube channel, your job, and your dog, is that pretty much all you do, like with your life?
I can hang out with friends. I do have a social life.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Otherwise, I'd go insane. Yeah, honestly, this year it's been a roller coaster for myself, but it has really turned around to be a really great year. Surprising. There's a lot of good things, especially recently, happening.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing I've been trying to work on a little bit more is reclaiming a little bit of a social life, because I kind of pushed all that to the wayside when I started my YouTube channel, and I'm trying to bring it back a little bit, because it's good. It's good to, get out there and to be around people and to develop relationships like that. It's important, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm crossing my fingers that I'll get to 500,000 subscribers this month. But my YouTube anniversary is actually July 30th, and that'll be 14 years on YouTube.
Wow, that is insane. Like, do you ever just like stop and think like how crazy that is, that like what you did as a kid just turned into this full-blown career? Like, I can't even imagine what that would be like.
It blows my mind, and I think about, I could have done things differently. Maybe I could be more social in like high school and be sporty, whatever. Sure, but I do not regret the time and it's been a wild ride. Without it, I wouldn't be the person.
Was that a goal from the beginning for like young David? Did you sit there and be like, I want to be a big time YouTuber one day, or did it just kind of start out as just like one of any other hundreds of kids just wanting to upload like clone bases on YouTube and stuff?
So I mean, when I got on YouTube, it was still very much an up and coming platform. Fred was the YouTuber that should who Fred is.
I don't know who Fred is.
What's that?
I don't know who Fred is.
Oh. Well.
That was before my time.
Fair enough. How old are you, man?
I'm 26. I don't mean like, I know, as soon as I said that, I was like, that sounded like I wasn't alive. Like, I wasn't allowed on YouTube, or like I couldn't really use or didn't know about any of like the Lego community until I was, I think in my teens. I think I saw a couple of MOCs, but it wasn't until I was like 22 that I really got into the Lego community. So for pretty much most of my childhood, I grew up not even knowing that this existed.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Because like, yeah, there are a lot of people who talk about like old time stop motion builders, MOC builders, and I'm like, I should know who these people are, but I have no idea who they're talking about.
Hey, well, I'm all about people still come in, whether you were there at the beginning or whether you're coming in for the first time, doesn't matter, guys. Just as long as you're here now.
Right. That, I mean, I've the nice thing is I've been able to go back and like discover channels and like see it all at once. You know, I could go back and I watched pretty much all of Krish Productions videos. Like I saw all of his MOCs. I went back and watched your old MOCs, Rich Boy J. So that was kind of cool to like be able to experience it at my pace instead of having to, you know, wait each week for the updates to come out.
Yeah, you're getting the Netflix version.
Yeah, I basically got to binge watch Lego MOC building.
Exactly. I was actually rewatching my Shoot finale like a week ago, and I was just like realizing just how
that MOC is nuts. Like, I would imagine that's probably one of your favorite MOCs you've done, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've thrown the idea. I'm still very much considering like
revisiting and making it bigger, or how would you revisit it?
So I don't know. I guess, but the trees, everything else but the trees still exist. They've been in peaks this entire time.
Really? So let me get this right. You've built all your subsequent MOCs without using the parts from Kashyyyk. So you basically have an entire MOC just chilling in storage?
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane. That's so many pieces.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really bad at sorting and breaking it down a lot of the time. I mean, some like Mandalore, like half of that was sorted out. It's still in bins as of right now. I mean, that's so much great Lego that could be used, but I just don't have the time. It's literally easier and somehow more economic. Like, unfortunately, I have to view my time as like money, the business way of looking at it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Gotten to the point where literally like I'll spend far too much time trying to sort this out and all that, break it down than I will by just building it and getting more content out.
That's understandable, because I mean, yeah, like you said, if you're sitting in your basement sorting pieces, it's probably not as worth it to you as it is to be making content, putting out videos, like, growing the channel.
I'll tell you, I love building the dead. That's my favorite thing to do, and I would much rather be building than sorting.
Yeah, there probably aren't a whole lot of Lego builders out there who are like, I like MOC building, but it's really fun? Taking it apart and putting it away. Like, that's what really gets me excited.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I'm with you there.
Thankfully, because of my YouTube channel and just the way things have kind of worked over the years, I'm in a position and purchase more Lego and work on the next thing without having to, take every bit of the previous creation apart. So, that I have my community to thank for that. Always grateful.
Are you a Bricklink purchaser, or do you prefer Lego's pick a brick wall and bricks and pieces and stuff?
So I just made like a $500 pick a brick wall.
Okay. A little bit of both then?
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, again, I have friends. I got friends that are Bricklink, so, sometimes, they can give me stuff real quick. And, for Kashyyyk, that entire was made off Bricklink, just about. You visits the Lego store, but it was mostly Bricklink that made that.
I don't know. Bricklink's the way to go. Like, I like Bricklink a lot. Really, you get some nice variety. The one thing I do like about Lego's Pick-A-Brick is sometimes their pieces are cheaper. Like, I've noticed some of their dark bluish gray stuff is cheaper than it is on Bricklink. So sometimes...
another thing is, like, some people don't factor this. Like, sometimes you find... Let's say there's a seller in Germany that has, like, again, this is a terrible example, but 2x4 gray bricks, okay? Let's say they have them, 15 cents a piece in Germany versus Lego selling them for 26 cents or whatever. The amount you'll spend not only on tax and shipping or shipping it from Germany to wherever you live in the U.S., sometimes that extra cost of the shipping will equal out to Lego price and it's free shipping for the pick-a-brick. So you gotta think of the full calculation.
That's a good point, because really, I found there are pretty few stores that offer free shipping on Bricklink, but I mean, at Lego, it's guaranteed after a certain price. It's free no matter how big it is.
And if they mess it up, or there's issues. You got that. I guess. Just peace of mind.
That's true. I did have. I had kind of a funny experience with Lego Pick-a-Brick. I bought a bunch of stuff on their online store. I bought like some horses, some of the new 2020 clone heads. I can't remember what else. Okay. And they sent it out, and it never got delivered. And so, like, I never got it. The tracking said it was delivered, but it wasn't in my mailbox.
Yeah, actually.
And so they sent out another one, and I got that, and then like a week later, the other package showed up in my mailbox.
That double Lego.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like, I ended up, because I ordered 30 of those clone heads, and I ended up with 60, which, I can always use 60 clone heads. I just thought it was so crazy that I was like, yeah, I never got it. So they just sent it out, and then it just turned up anyways. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, they if you spend enough, they've changed their shipping. They used to send it to the mail, now they'll send it through DHL. So that way it's more reliable.
I'm all about reliable. Love reliable.
But I mean, for Geonosis, I've mostly had to buy from Lego. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to give it cheaper. For me, it really just comes down to price at the end of the day. If it's got to be a new brick, and whoever's got it cheapest is where I'll buy it from. I mean, nobody on Bricklink can match Lego's dark orange and nougat colors, unfortunately. So that's basically where I've gotten a majority of my stuff.
That's good to know, because one of the reasons I've postponed doing a large-scale Geonosis MOC is because of the pieces. So I may have to look into Lego and see what I can get from them with the dark orange. I guess I should probably actually read my chat. Let's see. I can only think of one Bricklink store that offers free shipping. However, you have to spend over 20. Yeah, I've seen some. Like, I found one the other day that was over $100, got free shipping, which was nice because the order ended up being well over 100. But for the most part, sometimes you have to pay ridiculous amounts for shipping on Bricklink.
I mean, to give you perspective, just how much I've used Bricklink, the little, number rating for feedback rating next to your name on Bricklink. Mine is over 1,000 just from making orders, not selling them.
You serious?
Dead serious,
dude. That's a lot of orders.
Yeah, so I mean, I know it's been more than that. I know I've made over 1,000 orders.
Wow. I wonder how many I've made. I've probably made a decent amount. I haven't been using Bricklink for too long. I think I started using it in, I think it was spring of 2019, so it's been a few years.
So I have some thoughts. I saw someone, I follow a lot of Facebook Lego groups as well as Instagram, and someone showed a picture of someone just buying brick cups, and they're like, yeah, this person is a Bricklink on Bricklink, and I'm just at this point, does it really matter? It's Lego both.
Yeah, right.
So who cares if someone's just selling it on Brickwork?
Right. People get up in arms about some funny stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I get stuff like that.
Is there a pretty big Lego community on Facebook?
Yeah, there's some actually pretty great chats. Some of them are pretty gooey, especially Star Wars, but there's some good ones. And I like to follow a lot of it so I understand where a lot of people are. I don't like to just live in my headspace. I like not even just my own of YouTube channel. I also like the general things. So that way I'm on page what's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of it can be hard sometimes to really formulate an opinion about Lego. I'm sure you've seen this recent stuff with the ATTE being delayed, and I keep going back and forth on it because I read someone's opinion and I'm like, yeah, Yeah, that's a good point. And then I'll read an opinion for, you know, a different side. I'm like, yeah, that's also a good point. Like, so many different opinions and views. Like, sometimes it can be hard to really nail down like what I actually think about something.
Yeah, not what you mean. I'm supposed to get a statement too soon.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
nice.
just me, but anybody part of the line will get the statement.
Yeah, right. Well, that's nice. That was one of my biggest issues with the whole situation, was that like we got basically no explanation, like no idea of what was going on. Have you enjoyed your experience of kind of, I don't want to say working for Lego, but, you know, like working with Lego and the Lego Ambassador Network and stuff like that? Like, do you enjoy that? It's been a good experience.
Yeah, I mean, really can't complain. I mean, I've seen a lot of things happen because I'm like one of the longest LAN members. Unfortunately, a lot of people seem to dip out. But I've been on there for 4 years now. I've really seen a lot in the time. And it's come a long way. It's gotten a lot better. I know it's gotten worse, but in my opinion, it's gotten a lot better.
How would you say it's gotten better?
There's a bigger communication. At least, you know, this is something really. I hate sounding like this, but unless you're a LAN member, you'll understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, you know, trying to understand our perspectives.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So there's more communication between the LAN members and Lego themselves.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be a pretty volatile thing to be a part of sometimes. Like
it's not perfect, you know.
Yeah.
Every I guess program relationship, but
for sure.
It's nothing.
For sure. Well, this is something I've been curious about for a while, and I don't know if you know this yet, but like, is Lego YouTube, is that a long-term like money-making option for you? Like, is this something you see yourself doing 10, 15, 20 years from now?
Yes, I've actually given a lot of thought to that. Actually, you know, I myself being a Lego fan for the rest of my life,
I
don't think that'll ever change. Whether I'm making money from the hobby or, you know, whatever, I don't know. You know, I've thought a lot about that. I don't think I see myself in the long term in a year. You know, I'll absolutely keep doing it because it allows me to keep doing it. You know, I've thought about experimenting with the idea of getting to a point of making commissioned Lego builds for, you know, clients and stuff like that. Like, that's a thought.
Yeah.
Obviously, I could go work for Lego if I tried. It's a thought. You know, just lots of options. Haven't made up my mind. You know, for the foreseeable future, like the next 10 years, yeah, I'll be on YouTube. Right? And the long term, not sure.
That makes sense. That's yeah, because I mean, the reason I was just curious, and like I've thought about for myself, like, because I'm 26, I think we're about the same age, and I definitely love doing this, but I sometimes wonder, am I gonna love doing this as much in 10 years, or like, am I gonna want a different challenge?
Years.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know about you, but like one thing that really intrigues me about YouTube and mock building is the challenge of it, and just the like, what can I do? What can I accomplish? And I just wonder if there's going to get to a point where I'm going to look at this and be like, I kind of want to tackle something bigger. And like you said, going towards commission builds, working for Lego, starting like some kind of third-party Lego store or something. Because I don't know that I see myself continuing doing this when I'm like 60 or 55 or something, or 48, you know. I definitely will love Lego, but I don't know if I want to keep doing if I'll keep doing it in the same way that I'm doing it now, or if I'll want kind of a different challenge or to do something else with my life. Because you have your you have your videography business, but I feel like between YouTube and that, you probably don't have much time for a third option, right?
Let's see. What do I do? Honestly, yeah. But yeah, honestly, right now is crunch time for you. Like Lego's sent over a lot of sets. Fans want to see reviews. Those all need to happen very quickly and effect. But then there's other parts here where nothing's really happening, and like that's when I start to like think of what I want to do. Maybe I can get a business or something.
Right.
Et cetera. So, but yeah, I do the videography business, YouTube, my merchandise, and all that. Those are all the main ways I make a living.
So what came first, the passion for videography or the passion for Legos and MOC building?
Lego came first, and growing up, I thought I was actually going to be a mechanical engineer.
No way.
What's that?
I said no way. When I first went to college, it was for mechanical engineering.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was my first semester.
Dude, I definitely that or like an architect. I think was a really cool route, but I ended up going to school for videography, and I think that was the right choice. The dual major.
Yeah.
But that is definitely where my other passion.
Could you see yourself going down a path of like pursuing that outside of Lego?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's.
But to a certain extent, like I don't see myself being like a freelance videographer, photographer, whatever. Like I think I can do that right now. I'm very much used to working for myself, and I wouldn't want to really change that.
Yeah, working for yourself is definitely much preferable. Do you ever have to deal with, especially because it's weddings, do you ever have difficult customers?
Oh, no, it's been pretty good. I've shot about 35 weddings now, and there's a couple hiccups every now and again, but nothing like tragic.
That's good to hear. That's good. I did see I think it was on Rich Boy J's stream, you were saying something like you did a medieval themed wedding the other day.
Oh yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I did that last month. That was a fun wedding. Most of them, that was the first themed wedding. Man, I'd love it if I got a Star Wars themed wedding. That'd be
that would be so cool.
If anybody out there is listening, in like California, like California seems like this type of weddings happen.
Yeah.
But if anybody's out in Cali, I'd be more than happy to shoot a wedding. If it's Star Wars themed.
Star Wars would be awesome. That would be fun.
I'd fly out for that. That'd be fun.
So being sorry for all the questions. I don't get to talk to.
Yeah, I feel like you came on here. Is this the review stream?
Sorry about that. I'm fascinated.
No,
you know,
just play with you, man.
I love. It's not very often because you have done a lot of things that a lot of us can only think about and witness, and so it's cool to like get behind the person who's done them and just kind of get into see what your life is like. Just because it's interesting. I'm sure you have that same relationship with other people, but I forgot what I was gonna ask. Dang it.
Oh, you're good.
What was it?
Yeah, I mean, the reviews don't stop. There's more stuff on the rest of the year. Can't talk too much about it, but obviously we know about the rumored Razor crafts coming. I basically confirmed that at LegoCon.
Oh, they did?
No, you didn't see that?
No, I didn't.
Two Lego Star Wars designers had a shirt showing the outline of the Razor crest. It's actually a really great way to say.
No way, that's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that made LegoCon so much better. Just like it wasn't even just that they did than other stuff.
Yeah, it seemed like this year's LegoCon, at least from the Star Wars end, was a little bit of an improvement from last year.
Yeah, I still think they could do a little bit more, but so far, much better. Building some bookcases.
Let's see.
Do you have ambitions, Coconut, to join LAN?
I don't know. I've thought about it a lot. I actually started the application, but I just, with everything that's been going on with LAN, it makes me a little hesitant to how people are going to view my channel and myself.
Ooh, that's an interesting topic. What do you think?
Because
the baggage that comes with LAN?
Yeah, like I say this every time, but like I'm not saying that this is what LAN members are, but like the perception is sometimes that their opinions are bought by Lego or because they get the sets for free. You've obviously heard it all. You're a member of LAN. And
yes.
Whether or not that's true, I'm like, man, do I want to have to deal with that on my channel? Because like my core audience is awesome. Like I doubt it would come from them, but you know, it would come regardless. And I've seen like other members of LAN have issues. You know, you've seen a couple get kicked out, but I don't think I don't see myself as much of an extremist, so I doubt I would get kicked out or anything if I did make it in. But it's just kind of like that on top of I don't do a whole lot of reviews on my channel, so the only reason I'd be joining LAN is to get free Lego and to kind of, you know, be able to make more money off of my videos. And I don't know if that's like, if that's really what's best for my channel. You know what I mean? If I'm now taking time away from videos that I'm really passionate about to just do videos to kind of make a little bit more money, if that makes sense.
Right. You know, for me, you know, LAN, everybody has a different, whether you're in it or out of it, you have a certain perspective of the program. For me, I view it as a way of honestly making it's my way of being able to do what I love.
Yeah.
If I had to go out, I would, you know, of course I would buy like the Star, most of them at the very, because, but even before I was in LAN, everybody knows this. I was buying all the Star Wars sets, reviewing all this, but that is never before or after I went into the build. But like other sets, like I would love to get like the Titanic and stuff like that, but you know, there's no way I could, you know, with everything else, like having to buy Star Wars sets, having to buy stuff from my MOCs, like there's no way I could swing it unless I'm like, you know, really big, millions.
Right.
But especially, I guess the point of view on like where I was at 5 years ago, you know, the channel's grown significantly since then. I'm at a point where I have a lot of flexibility with what I can do. But being part of LAN, you know, again, I hate, you know, saying, oh yeah, I get free sets, all stuff. You know, that's a nice perk. But I also view it just not as like some type of perk. It's enabling me to, instead of having to buy those Lego Star Wars, I can go and buy. Like I said, I made $500 pick a brick order off Lego.com for Geonosis. Like that is enabling me to do actually almost all my passions, and which is building the MOCs that I love doing. Like that is my favorite to do. And if LAN's allowing me to if LAN's enabling me to do what I love, then you know I'm willing to, I guess, put up with what, like you said, like if people want to call me out and say like, you know, oh, you're just bought out by Lego, then okay, fine. But if you want to have that perspective, and you know, I should also just make anybody listening, I really hate that perspective because I literally had a conversation with one of Lego's you know, workers about this like too long ago. I was like, you know, just straight up, like you guys aren't trying to sway any opinions here. Like if I don't like a set, you know, I don't like the set, and they're like, absolutely, like you can. If you don't like something, make it known to us. Like, say it in your review, tell us that we want to improve. Like, that is our goal. But there's, like, a key difference, and a lot of people, you know, there's a difference between hating something and being contemptive about it.
Yeah.
And that's the Lego plays, is like, if you're just saying our product is terrible and like for no reason and you don't have anything to back that up, then that's part of the reason why, land, that can be an issue. But if you're saying legitimately, like, I think this set is overpriced because, I bought other Lego sets and it doesn't feel like it's the same value, or you didn't put this specific minifigure, like, you have a valid complaint, a valid reason for why you don't like this set, then they're not going to have any issue with that. They want to correct their issues. They want to make their products better. I really sound like such a now that I say that, like, I sound like I'm like a little representative, like I'm not.
A land shield.
That is just my end and what I've come from.
It makes sense. I think too, kind of like you said, there's a difference between being critical and there's a difference between being mean. And it almost seems like if you're just critical, it's not enough. It's like you gotta hate the set too. And I don't think you have to hate the set to be able to, say that something's wrong with it. I think you can like parts of a set and not like other part of the set. Because it seems...
Most recently, I was very disappointed by the Justifier, and I made that very known in my review, and said, I think there's better stuff to buy here, guys. Like, there's no one talking to the back of me and behind my ears saying I have to say something. I can pretty much say whatever I want, as long as obviously I'm not, like, hating on it in a very toxic way. Way to describe it.
So is it weird then when you see like other members of LAN being like, just when you see the different experiences other LAN members or former LAN members have had, is it weird to you to think like this is the same ambassador program that I'm a part of? Because they seem to have a very different idea and opinion on like how LAN treats people and how LAN interacts with people. Like, is that weird ever to see that?
I mean, I have a lot of friends that have left LAN, and they went on their own path because that's what they thought was best for their YouTube channel, and I completely respect that. That's fine. Personally, I come from the idea of like, if you really want Lego to change, why not stick around and like, try to actually create change within the program instead of just leaving and saying it was terrible. I guess sure that still does affect like, that doesn't like say something to Lego, but is it going to actually create the change you want it to? I don't know.
Right.
But I mean, again, I also have a unique perspective where, it worked out in my favor that not having to purchase sets allows me to basically make MOCs way quicker, way faster, way bigger, and that's where my biggest passion aligns. I'm able to take the money I make from my YouTube channel, and instead of investing more in sets, I get to invest in the bricks and film equipment or whatever it might be to make content way quicker.
I think that's probably my biggest motivation to like ever try and join LAN, is kind of like you said, like not every aspect of being a YouTuber is just getting to do whatever you want. Like at some point, you have to make money. And so like you've got to do stuff to make money. And so I've thought about, that would be what would be most beneficial to me, would be making that extra money to be able to pay for the MOCs, especially because it seems like every MOC I do seems to just be getting bigger and bigger.
And I think a lot of people really forget this, but this is not like a Lego situation where there's ambassadors for the company that are getting product or whatever. You just look at something as simple as like the tech industry. Apple sends out free products to media and YouTubers and stuff, and I think in that case they get they have to send the product back, but they're privy to being the first to review the product. And is that bad? Is it? You gotta look at it that way. Like, there's other industries that do this exact type of program. Right.
No, I agree. I think an ambassador thing is definitely not unique to Lego. It's a pretty commonplace thing. It just seems to be like, I guess I'm not really a part of many other communities. It just seems to be, in particular, Lego's ambassador network seems to be full of a lot of drama compared to your typical one. Because you're right, it would be it's pretty standard for most companies to send out product. Or I mean, it's I don't want to say free marketing because it's not free, but it's really an efficient way to market your product.
Yeah, and so I mean, I also come from that perspective as well as that's why he's still in land. Well, I mean, it's really no different than working in any other industry, whether it's the clothing industry, fashion industry, or tech, or heck, even other toys.
Right.
And if you Star Wars related, I know Star Wars YouTubers that they get sent over review copies of books or other merchandise. I'm sure Hot Toys sends out their figures to ambassadors of theirs. It's not that different.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Whether or not you like LAN, I think it's just a pretty standard practice to send out stuff for free. It's just sometimes I think it's funny how, and I can see where people are coming from, but sometimes I wonder if people are just mad that other people get free Lego, and so they automatically.
I think another perspective. I have a much different perspective of Lego because LAN is just one small part of a much bigger. I've been privy to working with other parts of the company, and they some of the parts of the company don't even know LAN exists.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Obviously, major ones do, but there has been times where even a Lego designer might not know that the ambassador program is. Now, I don't know that for a fact nowadays, but back a couple years that was the case. It might be more well known. I'm not sure, but that can be the case sometimes where not everybody in the company knows about certain things. I mean, that's common practice for big companies too, though. Any company is kind of like that, where they'll, they're big enough, they're not going to have every department know about every possible thing.
Right, that makes sense.
But, I think that's also where fans might get a lot of their frustration, is that unfortunately things get lost in translation.
Do you read your comments on your YouTube videos? Do you read all of them?
Yeah, honestly, especially for me, back in April, when the diorama sets came out, I was reading those comments, and there's a lot of people calling me out for sets. They're worth it. And, I had a more positive perspective on them than most did, because I did genuinely think they were cool. I like displayable Lego sets, because that's what I still play with my specific sets, but I don't, it's not an active thing I'm doing.
Right.
So when a playable set comes, I get excited. I got a lot of flack saying, if you're being bought out, David, and all this stuff, and I was okay, all right. And that was also I think I also was ignoring what the community opinion was there, and I didn't really think about that. And so I kind of changed my tune. And so again, like I said, I really try to not just when it comes to reviews, not just come out with my own perspective, but really think about what the majority perspective is on.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, my fans are the people who I'm representing to the Ambassador Network. The reason why I got in the Ambassador Network is that Lego has a connection to my fan base as well. Because they viewed it as a substantial, or just I don't know, hard to explain. But I think, you know what I mean? And I don't want to come from the perspective Lego's just trying to buy into my fan base. That's not it at all.
Right.
They're just trying to understand it. And again, they want the criticism of how to improve.
Well, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the purposes of LAN is to take a personage, channel, thing, member of the Lego community, and kind of communicate and understand the thoughts and feelings of the overall community through that person, right?
Yes, that is exactly right.
So basically, like, part of your job is to, like, see what people are saying and be like, look, a lot of people don't like this. Like, a lot of people think...
I'm you know, like, the Commander Cody thing and stuff like that, when I wrote up my review for the UCS gunship last year, because when LEGO sends you a product, that you don't just get the product and that's it, that's the end of the relationship. LEGO wants... It's like a feedback form. I'm pretty sure we talked about this. It's not confidential or anything, but it's something ambassadors have to do where they want what your community thought about them. They want like a written response, and that gets passed on to marketing and the people who actually develop the sets, the actual design, different kinds of stuff. And they want to know what they can do. And I literally told them, I was like, people wanted these specific figures. This was very upsetting. I'm personally upset that you just ignored it, and stuff like that. And obviously, LEGO corrected that this year. And obviously, that wasn't just my voice there, but
right.
It could go with any set. Like the Justifier, when I go to write up that review, I'm gonna tell them like, hey, the set just doesn't feel valuable at that price. Like it's good, but it also has shortcomings on the actual build.
So would you say it's safe to say that like the Commander Cody came about because of how popular it was in the gunship voting? Like, is that kind of what brought...
I have a theory about the ATTE.
Let's hear it.
I do not think it from the start of development, there is no like that set with the PAL based. And my theory to that, my evidence, I guess, to that is that spider droid. I think they would have put a crab droid in the ATTE, but the set was already so far into development that they couldn't go back with instructions of maybe already being prepared, or like the picking of the pieces to get the set sorted out. A lot of things that probably are, or the LEGO likes to test their sets with children and stuff like that. It already gone through all that process. So to go back and like just like a spider droid or something might have implemented the set being delayed an entire year. They didn't do that.
I agree 100%. Like that was so perplexing. I was like, why wouldn't you include a crab droid with the ATT?
And so, I think what happened is that last minute, maybe as soon as like maybe 10 months ago, LEGO was like, okay, we have this ATC coming out summer 22. We can switch the figures out and include this figure that the community wants. And that's what they did. But I think originally it had been developed as an episode 2 set to go alongside the Clone Command Station.
Because as soon as I heard ATTE rumors this year, I was like, oh, it's got to be episode 2. Like, because people were saying like, oh, what if that has the Cody? And I was like, that just wouldn't make sense to me because it's the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. But then suddenly they just like switched it up and went like random out of nowhere, episode 3 ATTE. So I could see how that would make sense.
Yeah, so and another thing is like you could think of it this way too, is like I really do think the figures in the ATTE were kind of a last minute thing as well, because why did the 187th Gun Troopers have the regular instead of the new holes? That was developed, it seems like, specifically for the ATTE.
Do you like the new style of Clone Trooper, like this hybrid 2020 style or whatever it's called?
I still prefer the 2013, 2014 versions. I like the new version though. Like, I don't have a problem with it, but like my preference would still be the 2013 like realistic version.
I mean, do you feel like that's from like a base from coming from nostalgia or just like design and aesthetic?
I think a mix of both, probably.
Because I'm in the same boat, like realistic all day, every day, whether it's P1 or P2. And because I've thought about it, because I'm like, what about the new P2 bothers me? And I feel like it's kind of a weird combination of realistic and animated. So I think I really just like the look of the realistic.
They're just trying to appease like two fans at once design, which kind of effectively works, but at the same time for like really hardcore nerds like us, like it doesn't bother.
No.
But I mean the majority don't care.
Yeah, I mean like your average, like, my little brothers and stuff, they're not they're not staying up at night because, you know, there's the new clone style.
I mean, if you're a Clone Army custom minifix for you fan, you're gonna be someone who collects like custom figs. You know they're gonna be like drilling on that.
Yeah.
But if you're outside of that, like it just goes right over your head.
Funny enough, I didn't even know there was a difference between animated and realistic till like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, people kept telling me. I heard about animated, I heard about realistic, and I would look at my clone trooper and I'd be like, I couldn't tell which one was which, and now it's plain as day, but I couldn't figure it out. And it made me realize, like, there are a lot of people out there who don't care whether it's animated or realistic. Because they aren't major differences.
But yeah, I guess just kind of going back to the land thing, like, you know, like I said, man, I'm happy to be a part of the program because, you know, I feel like I get a response to Lego immediately. I have a good relationship with them. And then on top of that, you know, really for me, like I said, it comes down to I'm able to do what I really, really love. Like, I enjoy reviewing sets, but I love building MOCs.
Yeah, I mean, building MOCs is just that's like the pinnacle of Lego creation, to be able to take the parts and do whatever you want with them.
And you know, I don't think there's really any other ambassadors except for Matt the Brick Whiz that are in the kind of the same boat that think that way. All the others, you know, they're just usually media or they just cover sets, with a few exceptions. But you know, that's the other thing is I have a very different perspective of how I think it works for me.
So do you think that might affect like your perspective on the sets, because to you it's not as big of a deal reviewing the sets as it is to like you said, the people who only review stuff who don't really mock build? Because I've noticed you and Matt don't get, I mean, obviously you both get it, but you don't seem to get a ton of the LAN hate, like when people are talking about LAN members who have been bought out.
I've made it very known. My fan base knows that, like, you know, I'm part of the ambassador program. They know that I get free copies of sets from Lego, and I think my fan base has just come to, I hate to say it this way, but they come to accept it. They don't, it doesn't matter to them because they know I'm giving my honest opinion, and as long as that's still the case, then there really shouldn't be a problem.
Right. Because I would imagine the comments you get are probably not from longtime viewers. Probably people you don't even know. No, I have a fair in my fan base. I see a lot of people saying, like, been here since '09, stuff like that. Really?
Yeah, no, even on my reviews. No, I really, maybe I'm just in a bubble, but I don't see, you know, I'm not quite in the bubble. Because, like I said, in my diorama series of reviews, like back in April, like I certainly saw a lot of criticism on my opinions for those reviews, saying, you know, why aren't you calling them out for being so overpriced, or, you know, why did this one not have minifigures, whatever the reason. And I think those were valid points, and going forward, I won't make the same mistake.
So was it because of your mock building that you got to do Daro with Lego?
Sorry, I'm just...
No, you're good.
Thunder. Also my dog. Might have to head off soon. You might
yeah, whenever you gotta go. Whenever you gotta go, man.
But, what's that?
Yeah, whenever you got to go, feel free to hop off. I was just curious, did you, being such a big-time mock builder, like, is that how Daro came about with, like, Lego?
So, Daro... let me try to think about how that works. Daro, like I said earlier, there's other parts of the company than just LAN of Lego. And Daro had nothing to do with LAN, actually.
Really?
Yep. That was a completely different part of the company.
Interesting. So did they get to know you through Daro, or did someone find your YouTube channel? I mean, sorry,
so
through
LAN.
LAN.
My YouTube channel. They didn't... that, I can't talk too much about it because I don't know what's confidential there.
Yeah.
But what I can say is that it was a different part of the company. They were aware of my YouTube channel, and that's about probably all.
Okay, that's crazy. I had totally just assumed it was like LAN was like, yo, we want, we've been doing
I think people have a false perspective thinking that you get in LAN, you're going to get these like big Lego brand deals or whatever. That's not it at all. What Lego provides, YouTube channels is just review copies and press release. Sometimes they'll connect you with certain other, with designers and stuff, but it doesn't really go far past that for most ambassadors.
Man, that just goes to show you how massive Lego is. If
it's a $1 billion company. People really forget that.
Yeah,
it's a massive company.
If you can be contacted separately by two different sections within the same company.
And I mean, it makes sense. Like the people who make like Forrest, for example, like he's made a lot of Lego animations for Lego, but they don't have any like those. The Brick Films Forrest would be animated. Like he made like a Scooby-Doo Lego animation for them a couple years ago. Stuff like that. Like that has to do with the marketing department. Like that has nothing to do with that.
So LAN, wow. I didn't realize, this is cool. I didn't really realize, I guess, the fullest extent of what LAN is and like how small it is.
Even blow your mind a little bit more. There's a few Star Wars dedicated channels that get free Lego sets, especially like the UCS sets. Those aren't coming from LAN either. Those are coming from another department within Lego.
So you're talking about like, do you know who Star Wars Theory is?
Yeah.
Like he got the, I saw he was building the UCS Star Destroyer, so he didn't get that from LAN, most likely. It was someone else.
Different department, different section of the company. Like, there's more than just LAN to Lego.
That would make sense because LAN, he's obviously not a part of LAN. Like, he probably has nothing to do with Lego in that regard.
Yeah. LAN is for, like, Lego-specific media outlets. And it gets even more niche beyond just that.
To be honest, it sounds kind of like, from what I've learned on this, it sounds like people, how do I say this? It sounds like people put way too much weight on like how much authority LAN has within the company of Lego.
Yeah, because, again, I can't talk too much about this, but like coming from what I've told you, there's other parts of the company.
Right. Because, I mean, I feel like, from what I've seen in like when the drama happens or when anything goes down, it's like, oh, Lego and LAN are spoken of in like the same vein of like, yeah, Lego is LAN and LAN is Lego, but when in reality it should be LAN is like a subset or a small section of Lego.
Exactly.
Huh. That's cool. That gives me a new perspective on LAN, which is it's good. It's good to get new perspectives on stuff.
When I've done the promotional videos and stuff, that was technically not through LAN too.
Oh, that wasn't LAN either. Okay.
That was other parts of Lego. So, and again, like, it's kind of nice because it like nothing gets mixed there. Because I've worked with Lego on projects, and so I'd say if everything was done through LAN, it would get a little messy sometimes. But it's a pro and con that things are kind of separated. But unfortunately, I can't go too in depth just because of confidentiality and stuff like that.
Right, makes sense. Yeah, I understand.
So I'll give you and everybody listening a different perspective of LAN.
Oh, definitely, because I feel like we only get a very, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but we typically only get one aspect or one story of LAN, and that's kind of like what they do wrong, and like no one really explains. Like, I feel like someone should sit down and really be like, hey, this is what LAN really is and what LAN is really responsible for.
Because I should also make note that I don't know if I can talk about it too much, but like I have gotten in trouble once before with the ambassador program.
Oh,
like,
really?
It's not like I'm just bulletproof or anything because I'm a big channel.
Solid Brick Studios isn't LAN's poster boy.
Yeah. That's funny, man.
I mean, because like
I'm privy, like everybody else in the program, whether big or small, like I'm privy to the same rules, the same, you know, value, or what do they call them? Brand values, whatever. Like there's not like an exception being made for me or anything like that. Like,
right.
I'm with everybody else. I'm along for the ride. And, you know, I get opportunities when I get them, and then, you know, I get the review copies, all that stuff, and those are all great. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm just focusing on my MOCs, man.
Yeah, that's for. Hey, you better. We can't wait too much longer for Geonosis.
Yeah, there's more than that coming too. I'll leave you thinking and speculating on that.
You gotta build the hype.
Oh, you know me. Love to tease things out.
It's so much better that way. Like I love it when people do that. I love to do that. It makes the project so much more fun.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, I have to head off. I need to go probably walk the river, but I had a blast talking to you.
Do you think? Yeah, it was awesome. Like, you know, I've seen and talked to you a little bit, but it's cool to really get to know the man behind Solid Brick Studios and just hang out. You're a chill dude.
Yeah, man. Always down, whether it's on live stream or not. Just hit me up.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and huge thank you for coming on. I think you gave us all some good stuff, some good, you know, information, some good perspective. So I appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your day, man.
Absolutely. I don't get to talk too much about it, so it's always nice.
Yeah.
More open conversation.
I bet. All right. See you later.
All right. See you, man. Bye.
Wow. What an honor and a privilege that was. I sound like such a little fanboy, don't I? But I mean, I don't know. I think that was cool, and I think that gave us some good perspectives that maybe we didn't have before. I personally didn't view LAN. I guess I kind of viewed LAN as like Lego. You know what I mean? As a lot of you did, like, oh yeah, this is who Lego is. And it's cool to see, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not like a huge Lego shield anymore. I still think Lego has their issues and their problems, same with LAN, but I think it's cool to, I don't know, I think it's cool to just to see a different side than you normally see, you know what I mean? I do apologize to you guys for kind of ignoring the chat. I went all in with that, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I think I missed some donations too. I'm really sorry. How cool was that though? That was awesome. Let's see what everyone's saying. Hands down the best stream. That was awesome, right? I mean, here's the thing. You don't have to agree with what he says. You don't have to agree with what I say, but like, you have to admit you learned some cool stuff there. You know what I mean? Fanboying for Solid Brick Studios is acceptable. That's funny. I mean, I don't know. That was unexpected, and that was cool. Like, who knew? I didn't realize that he had been contacted by separate. What would you say? Separate entity or separate sections within Lego? I kind of thought LAN was just in charge of all of it. So that's cool to see that it's not. Still mad at them. Oh, one other thing. It's cool to hear that we're going to be getting a statement about the ATTE as well. What do you know? For once, breaking news on Coconut Brick Studios. Anyways, what'd you guys think of that? Dude, to be fair, when David asked to join your stream, you don't say no. I know, right? It was so... I felt so weird because I was like, I don't know how to let you into the stream. Because, you know, on StreamYard... I'm going to face this up so you guys can like see my face. On StreamYard, you can just send them a link and they join, but I don't stream on StreamYard. I stream on Streamlabs, and you can't bring in another screen. So I was like, I don't know how we're going to do this, but luckily he walked us through, which was awesome. Dude, Grinding Bricks, did you just join? Oh, man, you got to go back and rewatch that. I had Solid Brick Studios on. It was awesome. You'll learn some good stuff. All good, man. That talk was seriously interesting. Yeah, I figured even though I wasn't talking to you guys were still getting like the same good stuff that I was getting. You know what I mean? That was crazy. Can't believe that happened. Talk was seriously so interesting and just listen to. That was straight up like a podcast, you know what I mean? I feel bad though, like I don't want him to think like every time he comes on my channel it's gonna be like peppering with questions. It was just kind of like, you know, I've never met him. We've only really talked very sparingly, so it was just kind of like, you know, your first time meeting someone, you've got all these questions, especially someone like him. So I'm sure like subsequent conversations won't be so much Q&A based. It won't be like he's meeting with a reporter or something. I just came back from work. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I would, when you can, go back and rewatch it. What's up, the Elite Ghost? Welcome. I mean, I gotta sit here and just process that for a second. That was, you know, stuff like that doesn't happen every day for the channel. I don't know. What did you guys think of his perspective on land? Like, did you? Because like, I don't know. Because I do think there are people in LAN who could be a little bit more critical of the Lego sets. I think sometimes even David could be, like he was saying. But I think I don't know. It's just cool to like to kind of get someone's behind the scenes thoughts on that, because it's a, I don't know. It's been a pretty, I don't want to say heavy topic for me, but one I've thought a lot about, because I've seriously considered joining LAN, because I'm like, that would help out the channel a lot. It would bring in a lot of extra revenue to really help support the builds. But kind of like I was saying, am I ready to make videos purely for money's sake? Like sometimes, because, you know, like obviously all of the videos I build, I'm trying to make money, but at the same time, I'm doing what I love. I don't particularly love reviewing sets, so that more would be just purely for money, you know what I mean? Coconut, the chat was mostly silent, everyone was just listening. Okay, that's good. There were 50-something people and no one was talking. Okay, that makes me happy. Like, I think, yeah, because like you guys probably were getting, you know, it wasn't like you wanted to sit there and talk to Dave. It was like, you know, you were getting the same thing I was getting, is what I guess what was happening. Let's see. Hello, Coconut Brick Studios. This is the first time I've viewed your channel. What's up, Ice Dragon? I like the name. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Still have 50. I know, I kept looking. I was like, I'm probably going to have like 10 people. But, I mean, I think I underestimated the fact that, like, people wanted to hear Solid Brick Studios. Because, I mean, I feel like he's kind of a private guy. Like, he doesn't get, you know, you don't see him on a whole lot of streams, especially, like, joining the streams or, like, a lot of his videos. He doesn't really do a podcast. He doesn't talk about him and his life a whole lot. So that was cool to really get inside kind of his life in a way. It was a conversation I think so many people just wanted to hear. Yeah, for sure. So cool that it was able to happen on my channel as well. Like, I feel giddy. I feel like a little fangirl. What's up, Razor277? Welcome to the stream. Only interference I have of LAN is from people like MNR, which generally is negative because of the lack of direct communication. I wanted to bring up some stuff about MNR, but I was like, he probably doesn't want to talk about it. I don't want to make him uncomfortable. And so I'm not going to say anything, because I was a little curious about, because I mean, I didn't say names, but it was obvious he's one of the more like critical voices towards LAN, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's important to say what your experience was like, but it was cool to also then get someone else's perspective, you know. Solid Bricks is not LAN's poster boy. The funny thing is too, all of this building I did, I just was like using my hands while we were talking. Like I'm not gonna use any of this. I'm gonna have to tear it all up. I just needed something to do while I was building. Coconut, I'm almost done with the Old Republic MOC and it will look awesome. Congrats, dude. That's cool. You asked all the right questions and it felt so comfortable and chill. That's good. I'm glad. Like I wanted to pump as much information as I could while still like trying to grow somewhat of a friendship or relationship, you know what I mean? Because, no one wants to like jump on a stream and just answer question after question after question, but I tried to balance it out. Man, yeah, that was awesome. Props to David too for just taking time out of his day to join my stream and answer questions like that. Like he said so himself, he's a busy dude, and to do that, just I don't know, that's cool. I think Solid Brick Studios is the best Star Wars land member. He's a good guy. He's a good man. Like I liked what he said about like, you know, what he said about the Justifier. He seems like he does try to like make sure he's not only ever saying good things, and he's trying to give them feedback. I think the hard thing is it's hard, especially like there's a lot of youth and a lot of really young kids in our community, and so us older people can see how someone can say good things and bad things about a set. You know what I mean? Whereas young people, it's like, oh, he said a good thing about this set that someone else said is bad, so he's obviously just like a shield, or he's only saying good things about it. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes it's important to like, you know, distinguish between like, you can all say good, because that's one thing I'm worried about. If I ever review, I'm like, what if I get afraid to say anything bad? What if I only say good things? And I don't want to turn into that, because it's kind of scary if you think about it, because like Lego's giving you this, it's like, hey, can you tell me what it's like? Because I have a review actually of a custom minifigure that I got sent, and sometimes I get nervous because I'm like, what if they send me something and it's just terrible? You know what I mean? Luckily, the minifigure is awesome. I'm excited to show it to you guys. In fact, I'll show it to you guys right now. I got sent this. I'll do like a little review of it on Instagram, but it's a custom Watt Tambor that you can buy, and it's pretty cool. Like the head's a little wonky, but they did try their best, and Watt Tambor is a really difficult head to pull off, but look at that printing. And then the gold pieces up there, like it's a cool set, so, or a cool figure. So I'll be reviewing that in a little bit. Let's see. Coconut, you've taken your first steps into a much larger world. I know, right? Yeah. Crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. Like, who would have thought? Like, think about it, guys. Last summer, I was working on Cato Nemoidia. Would any of us have thought a year from now I'd be, like, talking with Solid Brick Studios on a live stream? I don't think so. Maybe. Nah, it seemed like a proper convo rather than just being questioned. That's good. Whew. That makes me feel a little bit better. My favorite Brick Vault MOC is the ATTE for sure. Also, I'm watching you building the Battle of Coruscant. What do you think? You like it? As a younger person, 15, I agree with you about positives and negatives. I think it's important to recognize that you don't have to just say bad things. You can say good things too. But yeah, I'll give you guys another look at this. You can buy it yourself. It's on a store. I'll give you guys more information later, but definitely a solid Watt Tambor, especially if you've got some Utapau MOCs planned. Anyways, guys, I should probably wrap up the stream, let you guys get back to your day, and thank you guys for showing up. This was truly a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one, I think, for all of us. But thank you guys. I know David's gone, but huge thank you to David for taking time to hang out with us and talk. Episode 11 of Jabiim drops tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Another Coruscant stream Saturday, Coruscant update. You guys know the drill. Anyways, I'll catch you all later. And thank you for the donations, tons of donations. And I'm really sorry if anyone's there, if I didn't shout it out. But yeah, catch you guys later. But until next time, happy building.